Oldenakey here with another Halo Infinite campaign mission walkthrough, and this is Mission 1B, Warship GBRAAKEN, run on Mythic LASO difficulty. As we can see, it's setting it up. All the skulls are on. It's legendary, but we're running this version of the mission without the bridge skip. In other words, version 2.0, if you will, thanks to 343 getting rid of all the neat stuff. Hopefully it'll come back, like the Scorpion gun. But anyway, we're skipping all the cutscenes up front, because they're pretty long. Can't skip this one. So as we go through our little diagnostics here, I must say that I think what happened was that 343 got really upset that some of the speedrunners were able to skip a few missions to get the LASO achievement, and overreacted and got rid of everything that one could do. For example, the Pelican skip and the extraction site through the flame skip and the bridge skip on the first mission, and the Scorpion gun and launching from a fusion coil, all the good stuff, and some of the jumping as well. But that's just in the campaign. They did other stuff in the in multiplayer. But some of that, they said, okay, we've listened to the complaints, and we're going to be unfixing the fix. Now, I don't know how much they will be doing, so I decided to go ahead and rerun this mission without the bridge skip, just in case it's not one of the things that are going to get reset. The mission was pretty, not easy, but very doable with that skip. It's a real pain in the butt without it. So getting ready to skip the skips here, or the cutscenes. Now I must admit, I was watching the PGA championship on my big screen while I was running this, so every once in a while it seems that I'm a little slow to react to something. Okay, so we're finally on the warship. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to swap out our AR and our pistol for a BR and a plasma pistol. And that was a sleeping grunt, by the way, and sometimes he wakes up. That's why I go ahead and take him out. And the other thing with, the major thing with LASO with the bandana skull is that you get infinite ammo and infinite grenades, and you get all of the types of grenades. So I just reset my grenades to the dynamo or shock grenades, and there in that container is my battle rifle.
Eliminate. Chief, whatever you're planning to do, do it fast.
Alright, I'm going to wait for the that lift to go up. Sometimes if you jump up into it, it'll just take you out. Okay, so we got the battle rifle. I've already reset to my dynamo grenades, and I just switched over to my secondary weapon, which is my pistol, because I'm going to get rid of that. Or hopefully, if I remember to do that. And the grappling hook will allow you to pick up weapons. Oh, well that's interesting. Normally these guys are at the top. Come on, turn around so I can hit you. There we go. Yeah, they're at the top of the ramp above me. I don't know why they decided to come down below. But for me, this is a pretty good setup, regardless of where they're at. So you just got to be aware of those two grunts. Alright, there's a third grunt up here, and I'm going to EMP him and then melee him, in case my shields weren't quite up to snuff. Oh yeah, I heard him come back. And notice how I immediately got out of the way there from the open door, because there's another grunt in there, and a lot of times he'll be shielded and ready to fire. And the grunts all have disruptors, which is a real pain in the butt weapon, because they can take your shields down in a hurry. And there are times when, if you're in the middle of the shields going down from the shock waves, if you will, there are times when you melee and you don't get your shields back, which I think is a glitch, actually. I mean, if you're supposed to be able to get your shields back with Black Eye just by a melee, you should be able to get them back. Okay, now there are there were 2 grunts over there on the outside, and there's 3 grunts down here below, and I'm going to try to save one of them if I can find him to get my shields back up to snuff. Where are? Oh, there you are. Now get him looking at me over here, and then I'm going to run over this side and quickly EMP and grapple and hit him. Okay. Now the reason I would say quickly is just because there's another door with more grunts and a brute or 2 in there. Okay, notice that I switched over to my spike grenades, and I wanted to make sure that my plasma pistol's out, and you will see why right now. 2 grenades, boom, he's gone. Now at this point in the mission, and for a while, it'll be exactly the same sort of route and tactics and strategy as in the original, or my original Warship GBRAAKEN mission until I get to where the bridge skip would have occurred. There's 4 grunts in here. I just took one of them out. I'm going to try to take the rest out with grenades. Sometimes one will pop out to the left. But I'm trying to be careful here not to take fire. And I believe I got them all. Now this next area up here, there's going to be 3 brutes. They've got those Y78 Commando heavy automatics, and they're not shielded, so they're pretty easy to take out with just spamming grenades. Sometimes one of them will come off to the right, like right there. So you got to be careful of that. So sometimes all 3 will remain where they are and just take gas from the grenades. Okay, notice that I shot my BR there. I want to make sure that I didn't unconsciously pick up another weapon. Okay, up next are about 4 shielded jackals, and there'll be 2 brutes coming down the elevator, one of which is an unshielded brute with that heavy automatic, and the other one is a shielded brute with a rocket launcher. Those are the 2 types of brutes that you'll normally find until we get to the bridge where we got a brute chieftain. And I'm not really sure what weapon he has. I never bothered to look it up, but it's something that can dissolve you in a hurry. Okay, there's number 1 guys down. That was pretty easy. And there's the shielded brute, and we want to pepper him with plasma fire to drop his shields. An EMP won't do it. Oh, don't go hiding. Don't hide. Alright, there's a big fusion coil back there. I'm a little concerned about using it at times because it might blow him off the platform, and I want his rocket launcher. And hopefully I'll have at least one of the shielded jackals still alive up there, so I can melee for shields. Oh, there goes the big fusion coil. Come on, where is he? Where is he? Again, we have unlimited grenades here when we're running LASO, or anytime you got the bandana skull on. And I'm trying to get him out at least to where I can fire on him, so I won't hide behind that structure there. Now I'm giving him a lot of respect because of that rocket launcher. I know there are those I've seen that will come up and you know, grapple hook him and melee him and whack him a couple times and take him down, but I'm old and slow, so I'll just do it that way. In other words, I popped his shields ultimately, and then I was able to take him out like I took out the first one. It looks like I don't have any jackals to whack, so I guess I'm going to have to go with what I got here shield wise. Now right now I'm looking for that darn rocket launcher. That's not there. Okay, where are you? Where are you? It's not back here. Now I'm starting to get a little worried. That was the automatic. And there it is. Right where it should be. Okay. So I'm just doing a weapons check here. I can tell when I reload the rocket launcher. I have that sound, but the BR, when you switch over to it, there is no sound, which is interesting. Okay, on to the next. We'll be confronted by a shielded jackal and about, I believe, 6 grunts in a corridor. And again, so far we're running this just like we would run it with the skip. Alright, they're going to come through that far doorway, and I'm just going to spam grenades, get them shocked. Alright, I took out the first bunch, and now there's 2 or 3 more back there. I couldn't tell whether... Oh, shoot. I hate that when I misfire on a grenade, or misthrow. Okay, I believe I got them all. Now, notice here, I'm going back just to do a quick double check to make sure they're all actually dead. Because sometimes one of them go flying against the wall and survive and just kind of hang out and then come out and throw a grenade at you. Okay, next room. We've got 3, maybe 4 brutes in there. Not sure how many, because I'm usually, what I'm doing is I'm firing and then jumping back. And we got about at least 3 grunts in here as well. 3 or 4. But we can use the side of the door here as cover and just keep firing. And I'm making sure that one of the brutes might open up with that heavy automatic. There was one shielded brute back there with a rocket launcher, but he generally doesn't he doesn't fire it. He just kind of hangs back there. Okay, we got 1 grunt back there, it looks like, which is good because I might be able to get my shields back. So I'm going to sneak up on him, throw a grenade. Now notice I waited until the effects of that grenade wore off before I went after him. That way I don't get shocked. That's what I meant about sometimes the melee is not working. Okay, that door that I was looking at was where we would start the skip, and of course it doesn't work. So now we're going to have to do it the hard way. Okay, 4 shielded jackals come around that big structure there. And if you fire a rocket right at the base of it, usually it'll take all of them or most of them out, and then you can clean up the 1 or 2 that are left. I got 3 in 1. Okay, now here I've got at least 4 brutes and maybe half a dozen grunts in here. Usually there are 2 grunts that hang out right there, and there'll be a brute right above right there. And if you fire right at that junction, that usually takes him out. There'll be another brute coming up. You can see him right there. Sometimes I get lucky and take him out like I did in this run. Sometimes, whoops, look out. Sometimes what will happen is that he will drop down, and what you have to do is very carefully figure out where he's at and open the door and throw grenades in there and hopefully freeze him with the shock value, if you will, and then take him out. It'll take 2 grenades. I mean, not 2 grenades, but 2 rocket hits to take him out. And or splash damage. Splash damage is actually pretty good. I found that out when I was doing the recovery mission, which I never could quite finish on Mythic LASO. Okay, notice that this is brute number 3. He's all the way down at the end. And it looks like I got him that time. Okay, there'll be a brute up here. And I'm trying to freeze him, and then fire a couple of rockets up there, take him out, and oops, that's no good. Sometimes it'll take him out, sometimes he'll drop down. Now this guy, well, he threw a grenade, but this guy most often will go back up the ramp at the back. Now let's see if I can take him out this time. I think I got him that time. Yeah, I think I saw a helmet come down. Okay, well, what we have left is another brute way in the back here. He's a shielded brute with a rocket launcher and a grunt. I think I just got the grunt. No, he's still hanging around up there. That time I think I got him. Okay, so I think we're down to the brute in the back. And I kind of use this method to try to take him out. Because sometimes he'll just sit there and sometimes he'll fire. So what I try to do is jump, jump and fire, and then get back down so I don't take any rocket fire from him. Jump, fire, and I think I just got him. Okay, that actually wasn't too hard. Sometimes it's really hard in this room. But that is the technique I use. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm listening for the grunt. I'm also taking a drink of a hard cider. And I'm pretty sure I took him out. Okay, in this next room we got 4 more brutes, a grunt, and a shielded jackal. And what I want to do is freeze the brutes, fire a couple of rockets in there, and hang it, get through here. And now I'm going to be playing patty cake with them. Alright, sometimes I'll be close enough that door will open. And the problem, there we go, there's one right there. I got him frozen. Fire, that should take him out. One of the problems is that sometimes the door will remain open when you're close on it, and sometimes it closes. And so you got to be a little careful that you don't take yourself out. Alright, I think I got him. How about that? He was trying... Oh, no, I didn't. Unless that's another guy down there. I think when I first went into the... fired into the room, I think I got one of them. See, that's what I mean about that door closing. I don't know where he's at. I'm going to have to... Whoops! There he is. I'm going to have to take him from the other side. That's why I keep popping back and forth between these doors so they don't know exactly where I'm at. Alright, so now I'll come back over this way and maybe throw a grenade and freeze him so I can take him out. But I don't want to just stand there. That's why I'm kind of hanging off on the side. Ah, crap. I hate that. That darn door closed on me right at the wrong time. Alright, let's go back and try here. Where are you, Mr. Brute? I think he might be behind that container. Maybe not. I didn't hear anything. Oh, he's hiding right there. I can see him. God, darn that door. Alright. Fire. That should take him out. Okay, we're almost at the bridge. I'm coming back over here to make sure that I get a good look-see in here that maybe I didn't miss anybody. Sometimes I like to, if my shields are way down, I like to try to save that shielded jackal to get my shields back. But in the next room, that's the first thing I'm going to do. Okay, we're just kind of looking around. Yep, jackal is toast. Okay, now the really scary part's coming up. Alright, now when we come in here, we'll be presented by about 5 brutes. Alright, melee one, get shields, throw a couple grenades, fire a couple rockets. And there, not one grenade came right back at me. Okay, and then jump down here. And now we're going to play hide and seek with the ones that are left. Now one of them's a brute chieftain. And he has got that, I'm not really sure what it is, but he's got that one weapon that at close range will just incinerate you. Whoops. Somebody was firing over there. Oh, there's one right there. Now, one of the things I've noticed in all Halo games is they fire center mass, which is your chest. Okay, I took 2 out with splash damage. And that's what was happening there. They were firing at my chest, and I guess I was kind of low enough that it was going into one of those little structures there. Alright, I'm not really sure who's left here. I know that I've taken out a couple of more of the brutes. It's actually the chieftain that I'm really concerned about. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to grapple up and go into a crouch, kind of look around to see what we got left. And I don't see anybody. How about that? And I don't see the chieftain. I don't know what happened there. He might have jumped to his death trying to get out of the way of my initial barrage. That's the only thing that I can think. because I never saw him. I never heard him. He has a jetpack, so he might have jetpacked himself off the map. That's one possibility. So I don't have to play around with him, it looks like. But I'm really making sure here. Like he might be hanging out somewhere, and as soon as I do something, he'll come out and drill me. Okay, let's go ahead and try to shut everything down, and of course it doesn't work. And now we've got to destroy the cooling towers. And I want to almost immediately jump down here because there's two brutes in front of me and high coming in from where I came in from, and they will stay up there on that next level. That's what I'm looking for here. Now what's interesting, sometimes one brute will come out to the downstairs doorway and two brutes up top, and other times two brutes will come out downstairs and one brute up top. It will vary. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I got one of the guys down there, and there's the other one. He dropped down. Okay, so nope, it looks like I dropped the first one down when I fired up there. Okay, so those brutes with the commando heavy automatics you can take out with one rocket because they're not shielded. Oh shoot. Okay, I don't hear anything, so I'm switching over to my spike grenade, throwing it up there, getting out of the way of the various streams of bad stuff. That surprised me. I got it on the first try. Usually I have to throw two. I switched back over to my dynamo grenades, my shock grenades, and I'm going to come back up here, and we're going to go attack the other side. And there will be brutes. There's two shielded brutes, one up top, one down below on this side. That guy right there. Okay, that's splash damage. And I launched him, and he died when he hit the wall. So that was pretty easy. Sometimes, it would have taken two to hit him directly. Okay, that was a jackal. And there's another one down here below. You can see he's just... Oh, he's still kicking. Nope, I got him. Okay, like I said, two shots. Alright, I believe I got everybody there on that side. And on the other side there will be two... Nope, there's another one. Oh, and the jackal's still kicking. How about that? I can hear him. Oh, there he is. Oops. Oh, nuts, he got me. That dropped my shields a little bit. Okay, so on the other side there's going to be two grunts and two unshielded brutes with those commando automatics. I'm going to try to freeze them so I can take them out, but I got to be careful about the grunts because they will throw grenades. So I'm going to run over here real quick, take a quick... Oh, look at that. And then get out of there in case a grenade comes flying up. Alright, let's see what I got left here. Okay. So I see one grunt there. I'm going to try to save a grunt for my shields. Definitely taking my time on this. Alright, let's see. I might have gotten one of the grunts already. Let's see what we got going here. Usually one grunt is close and one grunt is by the cooling towers. And I was having a real problem here. So you can imagine what I was saying as I kept failing to get up top. Oh, did it again. This is going to add about 35-40 seconds to the run. So we're not going to try to do that anymore. I'm trying to stay out of the line of sight of that grunt. Make him think I'm over here. And come back to this side. Make sure it's just one grunt, not two. Okay. Alright, let's throw a grenade, freeze him, and get on down there. Shoot. Got out of the way of that grenade. Oh, and I definitely need to get my shields back. Boy, sometimes. How many times do I got to whack that guy in the back? Okay, back over to the spike grenade. I want to make sure I got my rocket launcher up. Oh, now this time it didn't work. So I got to fire another one up there. Okay, that takes care of the cooling towers. So now we're going to fire up the engines and everything's going to blow up. Supposedly. And then we got to figure out a way to get off the ship. And it looks to me like my shields are down a little bit. I didn't understand that because unless the grenade caught, or a little bit of the grenade caught me.
You need to hurry. Get back here. I don't know how long this ship will hold together.
Alright, there's going to be 2 grunts just inside this door and then 2 grunts further down. Oops. Let's try getting back over there. Alright, I got that guy. Looks like I got them both. Okay, that is going to help right there. Okay, now, as I came in, things started blowing up, and that took the second grunt out down there. Now, this is where we would be right at the skip, coming back here, and the technique would be the same, but there's a little difference here. With the skip, the containers don't fly around like that, and there was a brute right there. And usually what I would do is I'd throw a grenade up there and freeze him and then take him out with a rocket. And I believe the containers took him out. But you got to be careful. Sometimes he's still kicking. So you got to make sure he is done for. That's why I threw that other grenade in there. Okay, 2 grunts in there. Okay, they're gone. You gotta be a little careful of this stuff flying around. Okay, there's the brute that got taken out by the flying containers. Okay, and another one, he was unshielded. Now there's going to be another one right up here, and I'm going to try to take him out totally with grenades. You can see his head right there. And that didn't work, so we'll try again. Darn it. Just gotta make sure you throw the grenade through that little gap there. I think I got him. Okay, a little dangerous here. There's two more brutes with those heavy automatics and 2 grunts. I don't worry too much about the grunts. They will fire, so you got to be a little careful. Those darn disruptors go a long way. Alright, now as I run up here, you notice that all that stuff flying around up there, that took the grunts out. Okay, we're getting there. We got 2 more grunts to take out before we do the jump puzzle, if you will. Alright, I took one of them out. I got another one up there still alive, which is good. I can get my shields back if I have any shield problems here. Just make sure you don't fall into that blue stuff, because that will take your shields down in a hurry. Alright, full shields. Alright, jump down here. The elevator will drop on its own, like so. Alright, step up and step back and let all those containers fly around. So right now we're just about back at the same point as we did with the skip. Alright, so this is the little jumping puzzle. You can jump across these drop ships. Just take your time. hate to fall to your death now. Now there is one difference in this without the skip run, and it will be coming up right about, well, not quite, not yet. Okay, here on this next platform down here, the next dropship, there used to be a grunt, which you could use to get your shields back if they were down, and there is no grunt now. And that's consistent. Okay, and the same is true on this one right here. Grapple down and do it quickly. There used to be a grunt there, and no grunt. So that is different from the skip run, if you will. Alright, come down here, kind of hide right here, and wait for that elevator to come down, which you just did. Make sure you got your rockets up. Fire a couple of rockets into there. There's like 2 or 3 grunts down there. They will fire at you. He is firing. I believe I got, yep, and we went flying there. Okay, as soon as you come down here, make sure you've reloaded. As soon as you come down here below, the door will open and a brute will come out, throw a grenade, freeze him, 1 shot, done. And all we got left now are 2 grunts, and I'm not worried about finishing this mission without full shields, because the shields will be full at the start of the next one. So I want to make sure I take these guys out just because they can fire at me. So we are, as long as we don't get ourselves killed by flying debris, and I'm going to wait till that blue stuff goes away because that's all shock stuff. Okay, we come through here, and that's it. This is the final cutscene. I'll let it run out a little bit. Anyway, this is Warship GBRAAKEN on Mythic LASO difficulty, run without the bridge skip. And it is the parts where you have to go to and through the bridge are a real pain in the butt. It took me a number of tries to get it right, but at least I've got it. So in case these tactics and strategy can be used, just in case when the fixes get unfixed, the skip is not there. Hopefully it will be, because it'll shave about 10 minutes off the mission and make it a little bit easier to complete. Okay, I think what's happening here is that he's either communicating with the he's communicating with the weapon, who just told him that she just took out Cortana, or she has taken out Cortana. That's what that was about. At least that's my guess. Okay, well that's it. As soon as he comes up here, we'll go to or see Halo Infinite and go black screen, and I'll be at the end of the mission. I do hope you enjoyed it. I hope this helps you in your quest to finish Warship GBRAAKEN on Mythic LASO difficulty, legendary all skulls on, no deaths, no saves, quits, and resumes, running a single segment without the bridge skip. This is Old and Achy signing off. Take care, everybody.